Jump to June 2015, George at the window during Trooping the Colour. June 2016, George peers over the edge of the balcony. July 2016, a sulky face as he visited the Royal International Air Tattoo. September 2016, George made the L sign on his forehead. October 2016, he presses his face against the plane window. June 2017, George's Trooping the Colour faces. July 2017, Sleepy George during Royal Tour of Poland and Germany. June 2018, Cheeky George being shushed by his cousin Savannah. June 2019, Trooping the Colour again. Prince George is the Prince and Princess of Wales' eldest child, as well as the second in line to the throne. The young royal, who will turn 10 in July, has previously been praised for his impeccable behavior at royal events, in particular at the late Queen's funeral last year. However, despite his poised behavior now, George was once just like his 5-year-old brother Prince Louis, who is known for his cheeky and comical antics. Here, Express.co.uk delves into some of the times that Prince George showed off his cheeky side, with comparisons to some of Louis' hilarious face-pulling. June 2015, George at the window during Trooping the Colour. Prince George was captured looking through the window prior to the Trooping the Colour ceremony on June 13, 2015. The young royal, who was a few weeks shy of his second birthday, can be seen excitedly looking out onto the mall, seemingly unaware of what was going on around him. The ceremony was the late Queen Elizabeth II's annual birthday parade, an event that dates back to the time of Charles II in the 17th century, when the colours of a regiment were used as a rallying point in battle. In 2019, a 14-month-old Prince Louis mirrored exactly what his elder brother had done 4 years prior. June 2016, George peers over the edge of the balcony. Prince George, who was then a few weeks away from his 3rd birthday, made his second Buckingham Palace balcony appearance in June 2016. It marked Princess Charlotte's balcony debut, and George appeared to lean over the balcony edge to get a better look at the adoring crowds. Prince William kept a close eye on his son, who was clearly intrigued by what was going on around him. Prince Louis made his balcony debut in 2019. The then 1-year-old captured the hearts of the nation as he beamed and waved at the crowds below while being held by his dad. July 2016, a sulky face as he visited the Royal International Air Tattoo. Just shy of his 3rd birthday, George joined his parents at the Royal International Air Tattoo at RAF Fairford in July 2016. During the visit, the youngster seemed less than impressed and was captured seemingly pouting, all while the Princess of Wales did her best to tend to her little boy. Like his brother, Louis was spotted with a pout during his first debut balcony appearance in 2019. His royal parents took it in turns to calm their youngest son. September 2016, George made the L sign on his forehead during a royal tour of Canada. Prince George seemingly made the L sign on his forehead, which typically stands for loser, as he walked alongside the now Prince and Princess of Wales and his little sister, Princess Charlotte. The then 3-year-old showed off his cheeky side with a subtle sign to onlookers. In 2022, Prince Louis famously entertained royal fans during the entire Jubilee weekend. During the Platinum Jubilee concert, the then 4-year-old kept his mother on her toes as he couldn't keep still and gave some rather cheeky moments, much to fans' delight. October 2016, he presses his face against the plane window during a visit to Canada. In 2016, 3-year-old George was spotted pushing his face up to the window of a seaplane as the family departed Victoria. George was also joined by his little sister, then 1-year-old Princess Charlotte, on this tour. 3 years later, during the window appearance at Trooping the Colour, Charlotte and her younger brother Louis were seen standing at the window of the palace. All 3 of the Wallace children were present, with the youngest of the trio deciding to put his face up close to the window, eager to get a closer look. June 2017, George's Trooping the Colour faces. Both George and Louis have proved that they are experts at pulling funny faces, especially when it comes to royal events. In June 2017, Prince George joined his parents for the Trooping the Colour balcony appearance. The 3-year-old treated fans to a host of comical facial expressions, including putting his face in his hands and enthusiastically waving to the crowd. This is much like his younger brother at last year's Platinum Jubilee appearance, who delighted fans with exaggerated expressions. July 2017, Sleepy George. During royal tour of Poland and Germany, 4-year-old George rubbed his eyes as he walked alongside the now Prince of Wales during a visit to Poland and Germany in 2017. George, however, appeared tired as he travelled with his parents in tow. Louis was spotted yawning in the carriage on the way to the King's coronation ceremony last month. The young royal appeared to find the date tiring as it had just before, but he was soon capturing the hearts of the nation as the day went on. June 2018, cheeky George being shushed by his cousin Savannah. Peter Phillips's daughter Savannah was spotted putting her hand over George's mouth and telling him to be quiet as the pair appeared on the balcony in 2018. Savannah, who is currently 18th in line to the throne, was 7 at the time. George was almost 5 years old. They joined fellow royals for the Trooping the Colour appearance, George's 4th appearance. Like George, Louis has also been told to seeming keep it down by female royals, with Charlotte tapping his hand during the Platinum Jubilee procession last year as the then 4-year-old waved enthusiastically. October 2018, funny faces and hand over his mouth at Princess Eugenie's wedding. George strikes again with pulling faces, this time at Princess Eugenie's wedding in October 2018. The 5-year-old appeared in a comical mood as he made his way into street. George's chapel. George served as page boy, along with 3-year-old Princess Charlotte, who acted as flower girl. George was spotted puffing out his checks, grinning and laughing as he placed his hand over his mouth. June 2019, Trooping the Colour again. George became a pro at balcony appearances by 2019, joining his little brother for his first ever one. The royal continued to delight fans, appearing amused by what happening above and below the balcony.